So you got to the last part of your project, you finished it, and now what? It doesn't really tell you what to do at the very end, and now you're looking at this little string hanging out. So how do you end a row of crochet stitches? Well, stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what to do next. So now that you come to the very end of your pattern, and it tells you need to end it. So what are you going to do? Well, there's a couple different options. The first thing you might see on the pattern, it may say to break off, to cut off, fasten off. There's a lot of different terms, just depends on what pattern it is and who wrote it. But what I'm going to do is show you here on this actual swatch that I made here. This is going to be the tail end. This is the part that we started off with, where the slip knot is right here. And this is going to be the working yarn. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off just a few inches. I like to leave about 6 inches of yarn. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit here. Actually, I left a lot on there, but it's okay. So the next thing you want to do is, once you're at the very end, say for instance, this is the last part of the row that I'm working on, just go up a little bit, a couple inches here. There's a couple of different things you can do. Just push it through yourself, or you can just do like you pretend like you're going to do a yarn over and pull it through. And that way you just have the yarn straight through. And then all you're doing at this point is just cinching it. And this is what's going to create that little knot right there. So now that you have the knot, the next thing you want to do is to finish it off is to weave these ends in. So I'm going to show you a demonstration here. Now, depending on the size yarn you use, you can have a bunch of different needles. I like to use a bent needle. That's just my preference. Doesn't matter what you want to use. I have a couple different, I have a tube of different style. And what I like to do here, I'm going to show you how I actually do this. I just put this sideways with this here, and then go up a little bit, and then I'm able to push that through here and just grab it. That's how, a lot of different ways, whatever works for you, doesn't matter. That's how I do it here. So now that you have that, the first thing I want to do is go to the back side. So this is going to be the front side of the yarn. This is the front side. If the slip knot is here, just consider the front side. This is the back side. I usually like to go on the back side of the product, or the finished project. And what I'm going to do here is I want to weave this in. That's why I'm showing you with this specific style of yarn, just so you can see. What I do is just go inside, and I like to do it in the channels. I don't want to do it in the gaps. Like you see, anytime you see a little gap, you don't want to go across that. You want to go straight to this little section here. So what I just do, just weave it in. I try to go a couple inches, maybe like 2 or 3 inches through, and then pull that through. And then what I do is just grab this side here, just to pull the yarn through. And then, since that's through, you don't want to make it tight, because you don't want to cinch this together. You don't want to make it tight. So now what you want to do is, once you got it gone through this little section here, I like to just go over the next loop, just go down maybe to the next row, pull that through. And again, this is just my style, however you want to do it. Let me get this back in action here for you. All right, let me go ahead and do that. Flip this over, and now what I want to do is go in this direction over here, and I'm just weaving it through. Again, I like to go in the channel, and it's all the way till I go out, pull that out, and then just go ahead and, again, I'm not trying to make it cinch. I'm not trying to make it so it pulls it together. You want to have it kind of loose here, so that way now you can't really tell where it went through. And from this point here, I'm going to take the needle off. I'd tell you to go ahead and give it just a little bit of a push, a little tug. And then what I like to do is cut off right here, close to it. And then when you give it a little tug, and later if you wash or anything like that, it's going to disappear, so you won't even know where that yarn is. So that's how you finish. That's how you end a project. That's how you end a row. So there you go. It's weaved in, and you're good to go. If you like this kind of stuff, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Give it a like. And if you have anything you want to see in the future, just let me know, because this is what I'm here for. I'm actually learning as I go. I'm teaching you as I learn. So sometimes you'll see me do stuff, and it's not the best looking. I'm learning as I go. But as soon as I learn something, I have a little coach that I go to, or a coach that I go to as well. Every time she teaches me stuff, I try to remember it as much as I can, and then I go ahead and try to turn around and teach it, because if I make a video of it, I can always refer back to it myself, so it'll help me out in the future. So that's what I do, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe. Ciao. See you in the next video.